Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we are back with another banging video. So, if you're new, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. Now, guys, do you remember that lawsuit with Cardello-Smith that it was ruled in a default judgment because Sean Diddy Combs did not respond to the lawsuit at the time. And then after the default judgment, he was like, oh, I didn't know I had to answer to that frivolous lawsuit. I had no idea. And guess what? Cardello is behind bars for same thing as Diddy, the same thing. He's serving a decade behind bars and he's suing Sean Diddy Combs for $400 million. He's claiming that Diddy did to him what he and Diddy has been doing to people. How ridiculous. Some of these lawsuits are so laughable. Not saying that it's highly impossible. I'm just saying $400 million. Cardello wants to ensure that when he gets out in the next 10 years, he's set for life. He doesn't have to lift a finger nor a straw. But if you listen to the details of the lawsuit and if you saw that court document, it's the most ridiculous of all lawsuits. Let's get into this report, because when I tell you it's wild, it's crazy, it's nonsensical, it's just so ridiculous. Now they're saying Diddy attacks inmate Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith $400 million lawsuit as a fantastical fabrication and seeks court sanctions to halt the barrage of frivolous filings, I should say. I do believe that the court needs to do something about these lawsuits because too many lawsuits from tonybuzbee, and at the end he's like, this is an example of the instrument used to drug people, and it can't be that he's using everything. He's using the same thing to drug people, because not even hospitals uses the same injection, needle size, and syringe and all of that. They do change it up from time to time, and Diddy had a operation ring going on. So he had to have had other strategies, other tactics. The girl from 2006, oh, I met him in the locker room and he handed me a drink. Here, it's Coca-Cola, drink it. Those are so ridiculous. And anyone with a common sense and functioning brain knows that it cannot be the same every step of the way. It can't. It has to be something else. Not saying that there aren't victims out there, because I know for a fact there are victims out there who are not stepping forward. But many of these people, when you read the lawsuit and when you try to play it out in your head, you cannot even see how it is possible. Would you be meeting someone for the first time and they say, here, it's Coca-Cola? Wouldn't that automatically lead you to think that, no, something is suspicious. Why are you handing me a drink like that? You're meeting the person for the first time. It's not even in a public space. And we know we should not take a drink that was not supervised when it's being poured from the container. And even then, you are still to be suspicious. Watch your drink. So many of these lawsuits, they're literally not making any sense. We want to see impactful lawsuits coming forward. We want to see people telling their true story about what literally happened to them, and so that we can understand how these criminal minds works. The consistent, oh, he gave me some, that's bogus BS. Like, that's the most bogus thing ever. If someone had said, I handed my girlfriend my drink, to hold on to it for me, I came back and I took it from her and she was acting weird, but I thought she was just tipsy from the drink. I took my drink and I drank it, and then I felt, we want to hear, because ain't no way something else. It cannot always be just the same thing. Busbee has a pattern that he's using, and I do believe that he needs to do better vetting. The lawsuits, It's just so malicious. And I don't know how people keep falling for these malicious stories. They're so malicious. There are a few in there, I must admit. Maybe about 10 of them, or 12 or 15 if I'm remembering. You can definitely tell that something went down. Something went down and Diddy did something to those girls. But the others, they're so frivolous, so malicious. You can literally tell. But let's get into this report with Cardello-Smith, the man that is asking for $400 million. Don't know where he's gonna get that. Cassie didn't even get half of that. Who the heck does he think he is? Now they're saying the hip-hop mogul also asked the court to impose restrictions barring the inmate from filing additional lawsuits without judicial approval and to have Cardello-Smith cover his mounting legal expenses. Filed by Cardello-Smith, who is serving decades. Oh, he's serving a decade-long sentence for hours. The lawsuit alleges that nearly 30 years ago, Diddy assaulted him in Michigan and demands over $400 million in damages. The case gained significant attention when a judge issued a $100 million default judgment and prohibited Diddy from selling his Los Angeles mansion after failing to appear for a hearing. That's when the default ruling, and then Diddy replies saying, I didn't know I had to respond to that frivolous lawsuit. It's frivolous. Why should I respond to a frivolous lawsuit? That's what his legal team said in their initial response. Now they're saying that judgment, however, was later vacated after Diddy's legal team successfully argued the inmate had altered key court documents to obtain the order. Yes, that was also a part of it. Cardello-Smith, he's very crafty. He knew what to do to get a default judgment. So when he heard that $100 million default judgment, he was like, ooh, I almost got that. Let me aim higher. Maybe I may get a percentage of that. That's literally what they're doing. Now, they're saying this barrage of fabricated claims must come to an end, said Diddy's attorney, David Fink, in court documents. Plaintiff frequent filing clearly indicates he has no intention of stopping his meritless attacks. According to Diddy's legal team, Cardello-Smith has filed at least 173 lawsuits over the years, with many dismissed as baseless. Yes, he definitely has a reputation. The inmate has repeatedly attempted to draw celebrities such as Jennifer Lopez into his claims, even listing Lopez as a planned witness. In this particular case, lawyers for Diddy argue the accusation have no basis in law or fact, labeling them fantastical fabrication. The ongoing legal battle took another unusual turn with Cardello-Smith's claim that Diddy had visited him in prison to negotiate a settlement, a statement that prison records contradicts. I tell you, he's crazy. I kid you not. He's crazy and he's a liar. But if you guys don't know how to sniff out these things, you wouldn't even know. Now they're saying additionally, he alleged that he served legal documents to Diddy years before filing the lawsuit, another assertion that Diddy's attorneys have described as a fantasy. Diddy's legal team is requesting harsh measures to address what it sees as an abuse of the court system. It is literally an abuse. In addition to seeking dismissal of the current case, they have called for sanctions under federal law, including a permanent injunction requiring Cardello-Smith to obtain court approval before initiating any future lawsuits. That is true. That they really, really need to do that because he keeps filing these lawsuits and it's just ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous. Now, they're saying this type of court order, referred to as a pre-filing injunction, is typically used to curb serial litigants with a history of filing frivolous claims. They need to do this to tonybuzbee as well. Plaintiff has caused significant legal fees and costs to be incurred by Mr. Combs. Fink stated in the court filings, adding that the lawsuit represented a calculated abuse of legal resources. Diddy's attorneys also seek monetary sanctions to recover those legal fees, emphasizing the strain imposed by Cardello-Smith's history of unfounded legal actions. And this is how you know they're going to start going after these accusers who comes after Diddy. So these people who are suing Diddy at this point, claiming that he did something to them, they better come good because Diddy is coming for his legal fees. Now they're saying due to his history of repeated meritless claims, the filings highlighted that Cardello-Smith has been barred in multiple courts from submitting lawsuits without prepayment of fees. Diddy's legal team argued this pattern demonstrates a need for similar restrictions in the case. Through this motion, Diddy's lawyer aimed to not only to bring this case to a close, but to also prevent future legal obstacles that might arise from what they describe as ongoing pattern of harassment by Cardello-Smith. The federal court has not yet ruled on Diddy's motion, leaving the next chapter of the protracted legal drama uncertain. They're going to rule in his favor because you can literally see it. Cardello-Smith, it definitely has a history of being abusive to the court system, and he definitely should be barred and paid Diddy's legal fees. We can't demand that Diddy be held accountable while not demanding that other people be held accountable just the same. Justice is a balance. It's a balance, not an imbalance, not an inequality, not because they're, crimes that Diddy has committed. It doesn't mean that people should be declaring crimes upon him just the same. We are demanding justice for all parties involved, and that's exactly how it should be. And I can definitely see, Diddy coming after these accusers for his legal fee, and he should definitely do so. I definitely support that 100%, because if you're lying on someone for money, it means that you're a criminal like the person that you're accusing, and that's the way it is. Now, that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, stay safe, and see you guys later. Peace.